Ahora vamos a practicar el simple presente. El simple presente es lo que yo hago. Yo bailo. I dance. Yo como. I eat. Yo tomo. I drink. Yo arreglo. I fix. ¿Qué significa you live in Los Angeles? Significa tú vives en Los Ángeles. Esta oración no es una pregunta. Para que sea una pregunta, tenemos que agregar una palabra especial. Esa palabra es do. Entonces, para preguntar, ¿tú vives en Los Ángeles? Decimos, do you live in Los Angeles? Para decir, ¿tú hablas inglés? Decimos, you speak English. ¿Cómo podemos transformar esa oración en una pregunta? Exactamente. Do you speak English? ¿Hablas inglés? Do you speak English? Para decir, ¿tú entiendes español? Decimos, you understand Spanish. ¿Cómo podemos transformar esa oración en una pregunta? Ponemos do enfrente y preguntamos, do you understand Spanish? Para decir, yo no vivo en Los Ángeles, se dice, I don't live in Los Angeles. Para decir, yo no hablo inglés, decimos, I don't speak English. Para decir en el simple presente, yo no entiendo español, decimos, I don't understand Spanish. Bueno, es tiempo para ustedes practicar. Practiquen hasta que sean expertos. El simple presente es una de las cosas más difíciles en inglés. Entonces, una vez que logran poder hablar en el simple presente, habrán progresado muchísimo. Éxito, lo van a poder hacer. No se den por vencidos, lo van a poder hacer.
¿Vives en Los Ángeles? Do you live in Los Angeles?
No vivo en Los Ángeles. No, I don't live in Los Angeles.
¿Dónde vives? Where do you live?
Vivo en Guatemala. I live in Guatemala.
¿Cuál parte? Which part?
La ciudad de Guatemala. Guatemala City.
¿Dónde trabajas? Where do you work? Where do you work?
Trabajo en McDonald's. I work at McDonald's.
Oh, a mí me gusta McDonald's. Oh, I like McDonald's. ¿Tienes niños? Do you have children?
Sí, tengo niños. Yes, I have children.
¿Cuántos niños tienes? How many children do you have?
Tengo una hija y un hijo. I have one daughter and one son.
¿Cuántos nietos tienes? How many grandchildren do you have?
No tengo ningunos nietos. I don't have any grandchildren.
¿Necesitas un lápiz? Do you need a pencil? Do you need a pencil?
No, no necesito un lápiz. No, I don't need a pencil. No, I don't need a pencil.
¿Qué necesitas? What do you need? What do you need?
Necesito un borrador. I need an eraser. I need an eraser.
¿Cuántos borradores necesitas? How many erasers do you need? How many erasers do you need?
Solamente necesito un borrador. I just need one eraser. I just need one eraser.
¿Tienes un sacapuntas? Do you have a pencil sharpener? Do you have a pencil sharpener?
No, no tengo unos sacapuntas.
No, I don't have a pencil sharpener. No, I don't have a pencil sharpener.
¿Qué tienes? What do you have? What do you have?
Tengo una grapadora. I have a stapler. I have a stapler.
¿Quieres una barra de chocolate? Do you want a candy bar? Do you want a candy bar?
No, no quiero una barra de chocolate. No, I don't want a candy bar. No, I don't want a candy bar.
¿Qué quieres? What do you want? What do you want?
Quiero un poco de agua. I want some water. I want some water.
¿Cuánta agua quieres? How much water do you want? How much water do you want?
Quiero un vaso de agua. I want one glass of water. I want a glass of water.
¿Te gustan las películas? Do you like movies? Do you like movies?
No, no me gustan las películas. No, I don't like movies. No, I don't like movies.
¿Por qué no te gustan las películas? Why don't you like movies? Why don't you like movies?
No me gustan las películas porque son aburridas.
I don't like movies because they're boring. I don't like movies because they're boring.
¿Qué te gusta? What do you like? What do you like?
Me gusta la música. I like music. I like music.
¿Qué tipo de música te gusta? What kind of music do you like? What kind of music do you like?
Me gusta todo tipo de música. I like all kinds of music. I like all kinds of music.
¿Hablas inglés? Do you speak English? Do you speak English? No, no hablo inglés. No, I don't speak English. No, I don't speak English. ¿Qué idioma hablas? What language do you speak? What language do you speak? Hablo español. I speak Spanish. I speak Spanish. Hablo un poco de español. I speak a little Spanish. I speak a little Spanish. ¿Entiendes inglés? Do you understand English? Do you understand English? No, no entiendo inglés. No, I don't understand English. No, I don't understand English. ¿Qué idioma entiendes? What language do you understand? What language do you understand? Entiendo español. I understand Spanish. I understand Spanish. Entiendo un poco de español. I understand a little Spanish. I understand a little Spanish. ¿Ustedes tienen suficiente dinero? Do you have enough money? Do you guys have enough money? No, no tenemos. No, we don't. No, we don't. No tenemos suficiente dinero. We don't have enough money. We don't have enough money. ¿Cuánto dinero tienen ustedes? How much money do you have? How much money do you guys have? Tenemos $5. We have $5. We have $5. ¿Ustedes necesitan $500? Do you need $500? Do you guys need $500? No, no necesitamos tanto dinero. No, we don't need so much money. No, we don't need so much money. ¿Cuánto dinero necesitan? How much money do you need? How much money do you guys need? Necesitamos $100. We need $100. We need $100. ¿Por qué necesitan $100? Why do you need $100? Necesitamos $100 para pagar las cuentas. We need $100 to pay the bills. We need $100 to pay the bills. ¿Cuándo necesitan el dinero? When do you need the money? When do you guys need the money? Necesitamos el dinero ahora mismo. We need the money right now. We need the money right now. ¿Les gustan los burritos? Do you like burritos? Do you guys like burritos? No, no nos gustan. No, we don't like them. No, we don't like them. ¿Por qué no les gustan? Why don't you like them? Why don't you guys like them? Bueno, no nos gustan esos burritos. Well, we don't like those burritos. Well, we don't like those burritos. ¿Qué les gustan? What do you like? What do you guys like? ¿Qué tipo de burritos les gustan? What kind of burritos do you like? What kind of burritos do you guys like? Nos gustan los burritos de pollo. We like chicken burritos. We like chicken burritos. ¿Por qué les gustan esos burritos? Why do you like those burritos? Why do you like those burritos? Porque son muy buenos. Because they're very good. Because they're very good. ¿Ustedes quieren hamburguesas? Do you want hamburgers? Do you guys want hamburgers? No, no queremos hamburguesas. No, we don't want hamburgers. No, we don't want hamburgers. ¿Por qué no quieren hamburguesas? Why don't you want hamburgers? Why don't you want hamburgers? Porque el doctor me dijo que no. Because the doctor told me not to. Because the doctor told me no. ¿Qué quieren? What do you want? What do you guys want? Queremos pescado. We want fish. We want fish. ¿Qué tipo de pescado quieren? What kind of fish do you want? What kind of fish do you guys want? Queremos trucha. We want trout. We want trout. ¿Por qué quieren trucha? Why do you want trout? Why do you guys want trout? Queremos trucha porque nos gusta. We want trout because we like it. We want trout because we like it. ¿Ustedes entienden inglés? Do you understand English? Do you guys understand English? No, no entendemos inglés. No, we don't understand English. No, we don't understand English. ¿Qué idioma entienden ustedes? What language do you understand? What language do you guys understand? Entendemos marciano. We understand Martian. ¿Ustedes hablan inglés? Do you speak English? Do you guys speak English? No, no hablamos inglés. No, we don't speak English. No, we don't speak English. ¿Qué idioma hablan ustedes? What language do you speak? What language do you guys speak? Hablamos marciano. We speak Martian. We speak Martian. ¿Ustedes viven aquí? Do you guys live here? Do you live here? Sí, nosotros sí. Yes, we do. Vivimos aquí. We live here. We live here.
¿Ellos hablan español? Do they speak Spanish?
No, no hablan español. No, they don't speak Spanish. No, they don't speak Spanish.
¿Qué idioma hablan? What language do they speak? What language do they speak?
What language do they speak?
Ellos hablan inglés. They speak English.
¿Ellos entienden español? Do they understand Spanish? Do they understand Spanish?
Sí, ellos sí. Yes, they do.
Sí, ellos entienden español.
Yes, they understand Spanish. Yes, they understand Spanish. Sí, ellos sí entienden. Yes, they do understand. Yes, they do understand. Ellos entienden un poco de español. They understand a little Spanish.
¿Ellos tienen hijos? Do they have children? Do they have kids?
Sí, ellos sí. Yes, they do. Sí, ellos sí tienen hijos. Yes, they do have kids. Yes, they do have children. Sí, tienen hijos. Yes, they have kids. Yes, they have children.
¿Cuántos hijos tienen? How many kids do they have? How many children do they have?
Ellos tienen 3 hijos y 2 hijas. They have 3 sons and 2 daughters. They have 3 sons and 2 daughters.
¿Ellos viven en la ciudad de Nueva York? Do they live in New York City? Do they live in New York City?
No, ellos no. No, they don't. No, no viven allá. No, they don't live over there.
¿Dónde viven? Where do they live? Where do they live?
Ellos viven en Los Ángeles. They live in Los Angeles. They live in Los Angeles.
¿Ellos trabajan en la tienda? Do they work at the store? Do they work at the store?
No, no trabajan en la tienda. No, they don't work at the store. No, they don't work at the store.
¿Dónde trabajan? Where do they work? Where do they work?
Trabajan en el gimnasio. They work at the gym. They work at the gym.
En esta lección verán algunas preguntas y respuestas que se miran medio raro. Por ejemplo, para decir ¿dónde vive él? Se dice Where does he live? Y para contestar él vive en Los Ángeles, se dice He lives in Los Angeles. Algunas personas van a preguntar, algunos de ustedes van a preguntar, ¿por qué se dice he live en la pregunta where does he live sin S en live, y en la contestación, en la respuesta se dice he lives con S? Entonces en la pregunta live no tiene S y en la respuesta live sí tiene S, y los dos son de la misma persona, él, he. Para decir tú vives en Los Ángeles se dice you live in Los Angeles. ¿Eso es una pregunta?
No, no lo es. Para que sea pregunta tenemos que agregar una palabra especial en inglés. Una palabra que no se traduce en ese contexto en español. ¿Se acuerdan cuál es esa palabra que tenemos que agregar antes de muchas oraciones para que sea pregunta? Esa palabra es do. Do. Entonces, para convertir you live in Los Angeles, tú vives en Los Ángeles, a una pregunta, ¿vives en Los Ángeles? Tenemos que poner do enfrente. Se convierte en la pregunta, ¿do you live in Los Angeles? Se utiliza do en el simple presente con I, you, we, and they. Hay otra palabra especial en inglés, la palabra es does. Does es lo mismo que do, solo que no es para I, you, we, and they. Does es para he, she, and it. Does hace que afirmaciones con he, she y it se convierten en preguntas. Entonces vamos a hacer una cosa. Yo voy a mostrarles una oración en inglés y quiero que ustedes lo traduzcan en español. ¿Está bien? He lives in Los Angeles. ¿Qué significa eso? Él vive en Los Ángeles. Y no es pregunta, ¿verdad? ¿Se acuerdan cuál es la palabra que tenemos que agregar para que sea una pregunta? Exactamente, does. Hay que agregar a does para que sea pregunta. Does es para he, she, and it. Y do es para I, you, we, and they. Ok, entonces agregamos does enfrente y vemos qué pasa con la pregunta. Algo pasó, algo cambió en la pregunta. No solamente que se agregó does y que hay una marca de interrogación al final, pero una palabra cambió. ¿Ven qué cambió? La palabra lives cambió a live. Sin entrar en una gran explicación gramatical, acuérdense por ahora que does, cuando does está en la oración o en la pregunta o en la afirmación, does quita el S del verbo. Los verbos, las acciones, does quita el S. Es como un ladrón. Ok, vamos a mirar la respuesta a esa pregunta. Entonces la pregunta es, does he live in Los Angeles? La respuesta va a ser vamos a hacer negativo. No, he doesn't live in Los Angeles. He lives in Bakersfield. Entonces significa no, él no vive en Los Ángeles, él vive en Bakersfield. Ok, ¿por qué entonces en la respuesta he doesn't live in Los Angeles, por qué el S no está en live? En esa oración S no está en live porque el does está ahí en la contracción doesn't. ¿Ok? ¿Y por qué en la última oración dice he lives in Bakersfield? ¿Por qué está el S? Porque así es en la tercera persona con he, she, and it cuando no está el does. Conclusión, en la tercera persona sin does se pone S en el verbo. Con does no se pone S. Does quita el S. Antes de practicar el diálogo, les voy a poner una pregunta y quiero que llenen los espacios. La pregunta es, does he work in Los Angeles? Tome el tiempo para llenar los espacios. Escríbelos. O dígalos nomás. Ok. La respuesta. No, he doesn't work in Los Angeles. He works in Bakersfield. Cuando está el does, se quita el S. Si no está el does, el S se queda por he, she, and it. Ahora, tiempo para la conversación. Time for the conversation. ¿Él vive aquí? Does he live here? Does he live here?
No, él no. No, he doesn't. Él no vive aquí. He doesn't live here.
¿Dónde vive? Where does he live? Where does he live?
En su casa. At his house. Él vive en su casa. He lives at his house.
¿Él trabaja aquí? Does he work here?
No, él no trabaja aquí. No, he doesn't work here.
¿Dónde trabaja? Where does he work?
No sé, pero pienso que él trabaja en el segundo piso. I don't know, but I think he works on the second floor.
¿Él tiene mascotas? Does he have pets?
Sí, él sí. Yes, he does.
¿Cuántas mascotas tiene? ¿Cuántas mascotas tiene? How many pets does he have? How many pets does he have?
Él tiene muchas mascotas. He has a lot of pets.
¿Él entiende inglés? Does he understand English? Does he understand English? No, él no entiende inglés. No, he doesn't understand English. No, he doesn't understand English. ¿Qué idioma entiende él? What language does he understand? What language does he understand? Él entiende español. He understands Spanish. He understands Spanish. Él habla inglés. Does he speak English? Does he speak English? No, él no habla inglés. No, he doesn't speak English. No, he doesn't speak English. ¿Qué idioma habla él? What language does he speak? What language does he speak? Él habla español. He speaks Spanish. He speaks Spanish. ¿Él quiere brócoli? Does he want broccoli? Does he want broccoli? No, él no quiere brócoli. No, he doesn't want broccoli. No, he doesn't want broccoli. ¿Qué quiere él? What does he want? What does he want? Él quiere galletas. He wants cookies. He wants cookies. ¿Qué tipo de galletas quiere él? What kind of cookies does he want? What kind of cookies does he want? Él quiere galletas con chispas de chocolate. He wants chocolate chip cookies. He wants chocolate chip cookies. ¿Cuántas galletas quiere él? How many cookies does he want? How many cookies does he want? Él quiere muchas galletas. He wants a lot of cookies. He wants a lot of cookies. ¿Él tiene brócoli? Does he have broccoli? Does he have broccoli? No, él no tiene brócoli. No, he doesn't have broccoli. No, he doesn't have broccoli. ¿Qué tiene él? What does he have? What does he have? Él tiene galletas. He has cookies. He has cookies. ¿Qué tipo de galletas tiene él? What kind of cookies does he have? What kind of cookies does he have? Él tiene galletas con chispas de chocolate. He has chocolate chip cookies. He has chocolate chip cookies. ¿Cuántas galletas tiene él? How many cookies does he have? How many cookies does he have? Él tiene muchas galletas. He has a lot of cookies. He has a lot of cookies. ¿A él le gusta brócoli? Does he like broccoli? Does he like broccoli? No, no le gusta brócoli. No, he doesn't like broccoli. No, he doesn't like broccoli. ¿Qué le gusta a él? What does he like? What does he like? Él le gustan las galletas. He likes cookies. He likes cookies. ¿Qué tipo de galletas le gusta a él? What kind of cookies does he like? What kind of cookies does he like? Él le gustan las galletas con chispas de chocolate. He likes chocolate chip cookies. He likes chocolate chip cookies. ¿Él necesita galletas? Does he need cookies? Does he need cookies? No, él no necesita galletas. No, he doesn't need cookies. No, he doesn't need cookies. ¿Qué necesita él? What does he need? What does he need? Él necesita brócoli. He needs broccoli. He needs broccoli.
¿Los tiburones comen a personas? Do sharks eat people? No, no comen a personas. No, they don't eat people. No usualmente. Not usually. Not usually. Pero a veces sí. But sometimes they do. A veces comen a personas. Sometimes they eat people. ¿Qué usualmente comen? What do they usually eat? Usualmente comen a otros pescados. They usually eat other fish. ¿Lees mucho? Do you read a lot? Do you read a lot? No, no leo mucho. No, I don't read a lot. No, I don't read a lot. ¿Por qué no lees mucho? Why don't you read a lot? Why don't you read a lot? No tengo mucho tiempo. I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time. O sea, literalmente, ¿sabes cómo leer?
Do you know how to read? Do you know how to read? Sí, sé leer, o sea, sé cómo leer. Yes, I know how to read. Yes, I know how to read.
¿A qué hora sales de tu casa en la mañana? What time do you leave your house in the morning?
What time do you leave your house in the morning?
Salgo de mi casa a las 7:30. I leave my house at 7:30.
I leave my house at 7:30.
¿A qué hora salen tus hijos de la casa? What time do your children leave the house? What time do your children leave the house?
What time do your kids leave the house?
Salen de la casa a las 7.
They leave the house at 7. They leave the house at 7 o'clock.
They leave the house at 7. They leave the house at 7 o'clock.
¿A qué hora sale tu esposo? What time does your husband leave? What time does your husband leave?
What time does your husband leave?
What time does your husband leave?
Él sale a las 4 de la mañana.
He leaves at 4 in the morning. He leaves at 4 o'clock in the morning.
He leaves at 4 in the morning. He leaves at 4 o'clock in the morning.
¿Haces tu tarea cada día? Do you do your homework every day?
Do you do your homework every day?
No, no la hago todos los días. No, I don't do it every day. No, I don't do it every day.
No, I don't do it every day.
¿Qué tan a menudo haces tu tarea? How often do you do your homework?
How often do you do your homework?
Hago mi tarea 5 días por semana. I do my homework 5 days a week.
I do my homework 5 days a week.
¿Tu hija hace su tarea? Does your daughter do her homework?
Does your daughter do her homework?
Sí, ella sí. Yes, she does.
Yes, she does.
Ella hace su tarea. She does her homework. She does her homework.
She does her homework.
Mi hijo no hace su tarea. My son doesn't do his homework. My son doesn't do his homework.
My son doesn't do his homework.
Sus hijos hacen sus quehaceres. Do your children do their chores? Do your children do their chores?
Do your kids do their chores?
No, no hacen sus quehaceres. No, they don't do their chores.
No, they don't do their chores.
¿Llegas a la escuela a tiempo? Do you get to school on time?
Do you get to school on time?
No, no llego a la escuela a tiempo. No, I don't get to school on time. No, I don't get to school on time. Llego a la escuela tarde. I get to school late. I get to school late.
¿A qué hora llegas a la escuela? What time do you get to school? What time do you get to school?
What time do you get to school?
Llego a la escuela a las 8:30. I get to school at 8:30. I get to school at 8:30.
¿Él llega a la iglesia temprano? Does he get to church early?
Does he get to church early?
No, él no. No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
No, él no llega a la iglesia temprano. No, he doesn't get to church early.
No, he doesn't get to church early.
Él llega a la iglesia tarde. He gets to church late. He gets to church late.
He gets to church late.
¿A qué hora llega él a la iglesia? What time does he get to church?
What time does he get to church?
Él llega a la iglesia a las 9:10 de la mañana. He gets to church at 9:10 in the morning.
He gets to church at 9:10 in the morning.
¿Cómo se dice? How do you say? How do you say? ¿Cómo se pronuncia esta palabra? How do you pronounce this word? How do you pronounce this word? ¿Cómo se deletrea esa palabra? How do you spell that word? How do you spell that word? ¿Qué significa eso? What does that mean? What does that mean? Eso significa hola. That means hello. That means hello. ¿Haces comida sana? Do you make healthy food? Do you make healthy food? Sí, hago comida sana. Yes, I make healthy food. Yes, I make healthy food. ¿Qué tipo de comida haces? What kind of food do you make? What kind of food do you make? Hago comida mexicana y china. I make Mexican and Chinese food. I make Mexican and Chinese food. ¿Te sientes bien? Do you feel well? Do you feel well? No, no me siento bien. No, I don't feel well. No, I don't feel well. ¿Cómo te sientes? How do you feel? How do you feel? Me siento mal. I feel bad. I feel bad. Me siento enfermo. I feel sick. I feel sick. ¿Por qué te sientes enfermo? Why do you feel sick? Why do you feel sick? Me siento enfermo porque comí demasiado. I feel sick because I ate too much. I feel sick because I ate too much. ¿Me extrañas? Do you miss me? Sí, te extraño. Yes, I miss you. Yes, I miss you. ¿Extrañas tu trabajo? Do you miss your job? Do you miss your job? No, no lo extraño. No, I don't miss it. No, I don't miss it. ¿Extrañas a tus padres? Do you miss your parents? Do you miss your parents? Sí, los extraño. Yes, I miss them. Yes, I miss them. ¿Extrañas a tu hermano? Do you miss your brother? Do you miss your brother? Sí, lo extraño. Yes, I miss him. Yes, I miss him. ¿Extrañas a tu hermana?
Do you miss your sister?
Sí, la extraño.
Yes, I miss her.
¿Me amas? Do you love me? Do you love me?
Sí, te amo. Yes, I love you.
Yes, I love you.
Yes, I love you.
Te amo como un amigo. I love you like a friend. I love you as a friend. No te amo como tú me amas. I don't love you like you love me.
I don't love you like you love me.
¿Ella me ama? Does she love me? Does she love me? No, ella no te ama. No, she doesn't love you. No, she doesn't love you. Ella me ama a mí. She loves me. She loves me. ¿Amas a tu novio? Do you love your boyfriend? Do you love your boyfriend?
Sí, le amo. Yes, I love him.
Yes, I love him.
Le amo mucho. I love him a lot.
I love him a lot.
¿Tu novio te ama a ti? Does your boyfriend love you? Does your boyfriend love you?
Sí, me ama. Yes, he loves me. Yes, he loves me.
¿Tus padres te aman? Do your parents love you? Do your parents love you?
Sí, ellos sí. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Sí, ellos me aman. Yes, they love me.
Yes, they love me.
Te despiertas a las 4. Do you wake up at 4?
Do you wake up at 4 o'clock?
No, no me despierto a las 4.
No, I don't wake up at 4.
No, I don't wake up at 4 o'clock.
¿A qué hora te despiertas?
What time do you wake up?
What time do you wake up?
¿Cuándo te despiertas?
When do you wake up?
When do you wake up?
Me despierto a las 5.
I wake up at 5. I wake up at 5 o'clock.
I wake up at 5. I wake up at 5 o'clock.
¿Por qué te despiertas tan temprano?
Why do you wake up so early?
Why do you wake up so early?
Para alistarme para el trabajo.
To get ready for work.
To get ready for work.
¿Tu esposo se despierta temprano?
Does your husband wake up early?
Does your husband wake up early?
No, él no se despierta temprano.
No, he doesn't wake up early.
No, he doesn't wake up early.
¿A qué hora se despierta él?
What time does he wake up? What time does he wake up?
Él se despierta a las 8.
He wakes up at 8. He wakes up at 8 o'clock.
He wakes up at 8. He wakes up at 8 o'clock.
¿Tus hijos se despiertan temprano?
Do your children wake up early?
Do your children wake up early?
Sí, ellos sí.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
¿A qué hora se despiertan?
What time do they wake up?
What time do they wake up?
Se despiertan a las 5.
They wake up at 5. They wake up at 5 o'clock.
They wake up at 5. They wake up at 5 o'clock.
¿Por qué?
Why?
Why?
Para ir al seminario.
To go to seminary.
To go to seminary.
¿Montas caballos? Do you ride horses? Do you ride horses? Sí, monto caballos. Yes, I ride horses. Yes, I ride horses. ¿Qué tan bien montas caballos? How well do you ride horses? How well do you ride horses? Yo no monto caballos muy bien. I don't ride horses very well. I don't ride horses very well. ¿Llevas a tus niños a la escuela? Do you take your children to school? Do you take your kids to school?
Sí, los llevo a la escuela. Yes, I take them to school.
Yes, I take them to school.
¿A qué hora los llevas a la escuela? What time do you take them to school? What time do you take them to school?
Los llevo a la escuela a las 7 de la mañana. I take them to school at 7 o'clock in the morning. I take them to school at 7 in the morning.
¿Tu mamá te lleva a la escuela? Does your mom take you to school? Does your mom take you to school?
Sí, ella me lleva a la escuela. Yes, she takes me to school. Yes, she takes me to school.
¿A qué hora te lleva? What time does she take you? What time does she take you?
Me lleva a la escuela a las 7 de la mañana. She takes me to school at 7 o'clock in the morning. She takes me to school at 7 in the morning.
¿Piensas que la película es buena? Do you think the movie is good? Do you think that the movie is good?
No, pienso que no. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No pienso que es una buena película. I don't think it's a good movie. I don't think it's a good movie.
¿Qué piensas de la película? What do you think about the movie? What do you think of the movie?
Pienso que es una mala película. I think it's a bad movie. I think it's a bad movie.
¿Por qué piensas que es una mala película? Why do you think it's a bad movie? Why do you think it's a bad movie?
Pienso que es una mala película porque son malos actores. I think it's a bad movie because they're bad actors. Pienso que debemos mirar una película diferente. I think we should watch a different movie. I think we should watch a different movie.
Pero no pienso que sea buena idea.
But I don't think it's a good idea. But I don't think that it's a good idea.
¿Por qué no? Why not?
¿Por qué no piensas que sea una buena idea?
Why don't you think it's a good idea? Why don't you think it's a good idea?
No pienso que canto muy bien. I don't think I sing very well. I don't think I sing very well. ¿Qué piensas? What do you think? What do you think? Pienso que no. I don't think so. I don't think so. ¿Él piensa que su idea es buena? Does he think your idea is good? Does he think that your idea is good? Sí. Él sí. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Él piensa que mi idea es buena. He thinks my idea is good. He thinks my idea is good. No, él no. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Él no piensa que es una buena idea. He doesn't think it's a good idea. He doesn't think it's a good idea. ¿Qué piensa él de su idea? What does he think of your idea? What does he think about your idea? Él piensa que apesta. He thinks it stinks. He thinks it stinks. ¿Tu hermana piensa que soy feo? Does your sister think I'm ugly? Does your sister think I'm ugly? No, ella no piensa eso. No, she doesn't think that. No, she doesn't think that. ¿Qué piensa ella de mí? What does she think of me? What does she think about me? Ella piensa que eres guapo y simpático. She thinks you're handsome and nice. She thinks you are handsome and nice. ¿Qué piensan sus padres de tu novia? What do your parents think about your girlfriend? What do your parents think about your girlfriend? Ellos piensan que ella es muy extraña. They think she's very strange. They think she's very weird. ¿Qué piensan ustedes de mi clase? What do you think about my class? What do you guys think about my class?
¿Pensamos que es una buena clase? We think it's a good class. We think it's a good class.
¿Lo captas?
Do you get it?
Do you get it?
No, no lo capto.
No, I don't get it.
No, I don't get it.
Oh sí, lo capto.
Oh yes, I get it.
Oh yes, I get it.
¿A cuál iglesia vas?
What church do you go to?
Voy a la iglesia en la calle A. I go to the church on A Street. ¿Vas a la iglesia? Do you go to church?
No, no voy a la iglesia. No, I don't go to church.
¿Por qué no vas a la iglesia? Why don't you go to church?
Voy a la escuela y estoy muy ocupada. I go to school and I'm very busy.
¿A cuál escuela vas? What school do you go to?
Voy a la escuela de adultos. I go to the adult school.
¿Por qué vas allá? Why do you go there?
Voy allá para aprender inglés.
I go there to learn English.
¿Tu hijo va a la secundaria?
Does your son go to high school?
Does your son go to high school?
Does your son go to high school?
No, él no va a la secundaria. No, he doesn't go to high school. No, he doesn't go to high school. ¿A dónde va él? Where does he go?
Where does he go?
Where does he go?
Él va a la universidad.
He goes to the university. He goes to the university.
He goes to the university.
¿A cuál escuela va él? What school does he go to?
What school does he go to?
Él va a esa escuela. He goes to that school. He goes to that school.
He goes to that school.
¿Tus hijos van a la misma iglesia que tú? Do your kids go to the same church as you? Do your children go to the same church as you? No, ellos no van a la misma iglesia. No, they don't go to the same church. No, they don't go to the same church.
No, they don't go to the same church.
¿A cuál iglesia van ellos? What church do they go to? What church do they go to?
What church do they go to?
Ellos no van a la iglesia. They don't go to church. They don't go to the church.
They don't go to church.
¿A cuál iglesia van ustedes? What church do you go to? What church do you guys go to? ¿Vamos a la iglesia en la esquina? We go to the church on the corner.
We go to the church on the corner.
We go to the church on the corner.
¿Tocas el piano? Do you play the piano? Do you play the piano? No, no toco el piano. No, I don't play the piano. No, I don't play the piano. ¿Qué tocas? What do you play? What do you play? Toco la guitarra.
I play the guitar. I play the guitar. ¿Qué tipo de guitarra tocas? What kind of guitar do you play? What kind of guitar do you play? Toco la guitarra eléctrica. I play the electric guitar. I play the electric guitar. Mi hijo toca la guitarra también. My son plays the guitar too. My son plays the guitar too. ¿Qué tipo de guitarra toca él? What kind of guitar does he play? Él toca la guitarra acústica. He plays the acoustic guitar. He plays the acoustic guitar. ¿Conoces a mi hermano? Do you know my brother? Do you know my brother? Sí, lo conozco. Yes, I know him. ¿Cómo lo conoces? How do you know him? How do you know him? Lo conozco de la iglesia. I know him from church. I know him from church. ¿Conoces a mi hermana? Do you know my sister? Do you know my sister? Sí, la conozco. Yes, I know her. Yes, I know her. ¿Cómo se conocen? How do you know each other? How do you two know each other? Nos conocemos de la escuela. We know each other from school. We know each other from school. ¿Conoces a ella? Do you know her?
Sí, yo sí. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Sí, yo la conozco. Yes, I know her. Yes, I know her.
Pero ella te conoce a ti. But does she know you? But does she know you?
No, ella no. Doesn't. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. No, ella no me conoce. No, she doesn't know me. No, she does not know me.
¿Le conoces a él? Do you know him? Do you know him?
No, no lo conozco. No, I do not know him. No, I don't know him.
Bueno, él te conoce a ti. Well, he knows you. Well, he knows you. Él dijo que él te conoce a ti. He said he knows you. He said he knows you.
¿Sabes cómo hablar inglés? Do you know how to speak English? Do you know how to speak English?
Sí, sé cómo hablar inglés. Yes, I know how to speak English. ¿Ella sabe que tú le amas? Does she know you love her? Does she know that you love her?
No, ella no sabe eso. No, she doesn't know that. No, she doesn't know that. Pero ella sabe que la admiro. But she knows I admire her. But she knows I admire her.
¿Tus padres saben que te vas a casar? Do your parents know that you're going to get married? Do your parents know you're going to get married?
No, ellos no saben todavía. No, they don't know yet.
No, they don't know yet.
¿Sabes dónde está la tienda? Do you know where the store is? Do you know where the store is?
Sí, yo sí. Yes, I do.
Sí, yo sí sé dónde está.
Yes, I do know where it is.
Yes, I do know where it is.
Sí, sé dónde está. Yes, I know where it is. Yes, I know where it is.
Yes, I know where it is.
Oh, ¿sabe qué? Oh, do you know what?
Oh, do you know what?
No sé dónde está. I don't know where it is.
I don't know where it is.
No sé por qué. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
Hola, ¿te acuerdas de mí? Hello, do you remember me?
No, lo siento. No me acuerdo de ti. No, I'm sorry. I don't remember you.
¿Te acuerdas de él? Do you remember him? Do you remember him? No, no me acuerdo de él. No, I don't remember him. No, I don't remember him. ¿Te acuerdas de ella? Do you remember her? Do you remember her? Sí, me acuerdo de ella. Yes, I remember her. Yes, I remember her. ¿Ella se acuerda de mí? Does she remember me? Does she remember me? No, ella no se acuerda de ti. No, she doesn't remember you. No, she doesn't remember you. Pero se acuerda de mí. But she remembers me. But she remembers me. ¿Cantas? Do you sing? Do you sing? Sí, canto. Yes, I sing. Yes, I sing. ¿Qué cantas? What do you sing? What do you sing? Canto muchas canciones. I sing a lot of songs. ¿Qué tan bien cantas? How well do you sing? How well do you sing? No canto muy bien. I don't sing very well. I don't sing very well. Do babies come from the moon? Do babies come from the moon? No, no vienen de ahí. No, they don't come from there. No, they don't come from there. ¿De dónde vienen los bebés? Where do babies come from? Where do babies come from? ¿De dónde piensas que vienen? Where do you think they come from? Where do you think they come from? Pienso que vienen de los cielos. I think they come from heaven. I think they come from heaven. ¿Vienen de los cielos? Do they come from heaven? Do they come from heaven? Sí, ellos sí.
Yes, they do. Vienen de los cielos. They come from heaven. They come from heaven.
¿Vienes aquí a menudo?
Do you come here often?
Do you come here often?
No, no vengo aquí muy a menudo.
No, I don't come here very often.
No, I don't come here very often.
¿Qué tan a menudo vienes aquí?
How often do you come here?
How often do you come here?
¿Cuándo vienes aquí?
When do you come here?
When do you come here?
A veces vengo aquí.
Sometimes I come here.
Sometimes I come here.
Vengo aquí de vez en cuando.
I come here every now and then. I come here every now and then.
Quiero que siempre vengas.
I want you to always come.
I want you to always come.
¿El bus viene a las 12?
Does the bus come at 12 o'clock?
Does the bus come at 12 o'clock?
No, no viene a las 12.
No, it doesn't come at 12 o'clock.
No, It doesn't come at 12 o'clock.
El bus no viene a las 12.
The bus doesn't come at 12.
The bus doesn't come at 12 o'clock.
¿Cuándo viene el bus?
When does the bus come?
When does the bus come?
¿A qué hora viene el bus?
What time does the bus come?
What time does the bus come?
Viene a las 12:30.
It comes at 12:30.
El bus viene a las 12:30.
The bus comes at 12:30.
The bus comes at 12:30.
¿Qué tan a menudo viene el bus?
How often does the bus come?
How often does the bus come?
Viene cada hora.
It comes every hour.
It comes every hour.
Venimos en paz. We come in peace.
¿Ves eso? Do you see that? Do you see that?
No, no veo nada. No, I don't see anything. No, I don't see anything. ¿Qué ves? What do you see? What do you see?
¡Yo veo animales! I see animals! I see animals.
¿Qué animales ves? What animals do you see? What animals do you see?
Veo a un tigre. I see a tiger.
Ah! ¿Qué más ves? What else do you see? What else do you see? ¿Enseñas matemáticas? Do you teach math? Do you teach math? No, yo no. No, I don't. No, I don't. Yo no enseño matemáticas. I don't teach math. I don't teach math. ¿Qué enseñas? What do you teach? ¿Qué materia enseñas? What subject do you teach? What subject do you teach? Enseño ciencias. I teach science. I teach science. ¿Te levantas tarde o temprano? Do you get up early or late? Do you get up early or late?
A veces me levanto temprano. Sometimes I get up early. Sometimes I get up early. Y a veces me levanto tarde. And sometimes I get up late. Sometimes I get up late.
¿A qué hora te levantas? What time do you get up? What time do you get up? ¿Cuándo te levantas? When do you get up? When do you get up?
Me levanto a diferentes horas. I get up at different times. I get up at different times.
What was that? I'm not sure that's
Okay, get up, buddy.
¿A qué hora se levanta tu hermanito? What time does your little brother get up? What time does your little brother get up?
Él se levanta a las 6:30. He gets up at 6:30. He gets up at 6:30. Él se levanta a las 6:30 para mirar caricaturas. He gets up at 6:30 to watch cartoons. He gets up at 6:30 to watch cartoons. ¿A qué hora se levantan sus niños? What time do your kids get up? What time do your children get up?
Se levantan a las 7:30. They get up at 7:30. They get up at 7:30.
Yo no me levanto tarde ahora. I don't get up late now. I don't get up late now.
¿Tomas cerveza? Do you drink beer?
No, no tomo cerveza. No, I don't drink beer.
¿Qué tomas? What do you drink?
Tomo leche. I drink milk.
¿Por qué ya no tomas cerveza? Why don't you drink beer anymore?
Causa problemas. It causes problems. ¿Traes almuerzo a la escuela todos los días? Do you bring lunch to school every day? Do you bring lunch to school every day? Sí, yo sí. Yes, I do. I bring my lunch to school every day. I bring my lunch to school every day.
¿Trabajas en McDonald's?
Do you work at McDonald's?
No, no trabajo ahí. No, I don't work there. No, I don't work there.
¿Dónde trabajas? Where do you work?
Trabajo aquí. I work here. I work here. Trabajo en la tienda. I work at the store. I work at the store.
¿En cuál tienda trabajas? What store do you work at?
Trabajo en la tienda de comestibles. I work at the grocery store. I work at the grocery store. Afeitarse. To shave. ¿Te afeitas con una maquinilla de afeitar desechable?
Do you shave with a disposable razor?
No me afeito con una maquinilla de afeitar desechable.
I don't shave with a disposable razor.
¿Con qué te afeitas?
What do you shave with?
Me afeito con una maquinilla de afeitar eléctrico.
I shave with an electric razor.
¿Tu hijo juega golf? Does your son play golf? No, él no juega golf. No, he doesn't play golf. ¿Por qué no juega golf? Why doesn't he play golf? Porque es un deporte peligroso. Because it's a dangerous sport. ¿Qué juega él? What does he play? Él juega hockey. He plays hockey. ¿Por qué juega hockey? ¿Por qué juega hockey? Why does he play hockey? Él juega hockey porque le gusta. He plays hockey because he likes it. ¿Tomas cerveza? Do you drink beer? Do you drink beer? No, no tomo cerveza. No, I don't drink beer. No, I don't drink beer. ¿Qué tomas? What do you drink? What do you drink? Tomo agua. I drink water. I drink water. ¿Tu bebé toma jugo? Does your baby drink juice? Does your baby drink juice? No, él no toma jugo. No, he doesn't drink juice. No, he doesn't drink juice. ¿Qué toma él? What does he drink? What does he drink? Él toma leche. He drinks milk. He drinks milk. ¿Los elefantes toman limonada? Do elephants drink lemonade? Do elephants drink lemonade? No, no toman limonada. No, they don't drink lemonade. No, they don't drink lemonade. ¿Qué toman ellos? What do they drink? What do they drink? Toman agua. They drink water. They drink water. ¿Compras tu comida en Nueva York? Do you buy your food in New York? Do you buy your food in New York? No, yo no. No, I don't. No, I don't. ¿Dónde compras tu comida? Where do you buy your food? Where do you buy your food? Compro mi comida en esta tienda. I buy my food at this store. I buy my food at this store. ¿Consigues tu comida en Nueva York? Do you get your food in New York? Do you get your food in New York? No, no la consigo allá. No, I don't get it there. No, I don't get it there. ¿Dónde la consigues? Where do you get it? Where do you get it? La consigo en esta tienda. I get it at this store. I get it at this store. ¿Te preocupas mucho por tu salud? Do you worry a lot about your health? Do you worry a lot about your health? Sí, me preocupo mucho por mi salud. Yes, I worry a lot about my health. Yes, I worry a lot about my health. ¿Viajas mucho? Do you travel a lot? Do you travel a lot? Sí, viajo mucho. Yes, I travel a lot. Yes, I travel a lot. ¿Te enojas mucho? Do you get mad a lot? Do you get angry a lot? Me enojo mucho. I get mad a lot. I get angry a lot. ¿Por qué te enojas tan a menudo? Why do you get mad so often? Why do you get mad so often? Me enojo tanto porque tú me enojas. I get mad so much because you make me mad. I get mad so much because you make me mad. ¿Comes tocino? Do you eat bacon? Do you eat bacon? No, no como tocino. No, I don't eat bacon. No, I don't eat bacon. ¿Qué comes? What do you eat? What do you eat? Como ensalada. I eat salad. I eat salad. ¿Qué tipo de ensalada comes? What kind of salad do you eat? What kind of salad do you eat? Como ensalada de verduras. I eat vegetable salad. I eat vegetable salad. ¿Tu bebé come helado? Does your baby eat ice cream? Does your baby eat ice cream? No, ella no come helado. No, she doesn't eat ice cream. No, she doesn't eat ice cream. ¿Qué come ella? What does she eat? What does she eat? Ella come comida de bebé. She eats baby food. She eats baby food. ¿Cómo me miro? How do I look? How do I look? Te miras muy bien. You look very good. You look very nice. ¿Vendes carros? Do you sell cars? Do you sell cars? Sí, vendo carros. Yes, I sell cars. Yes, I sell cars. ¿A qué hora vas a la cama? What time do you go to bed? What time do you go to bed? Voy a la cama a las 10 de la noche. I go to bed at 10 at night. I go to bed at 10 at night. ¿Cuánto tiempo duermes? How long do you sleep? How long do you sleep? Duermo por 8 horas. I sleep for 8 hours. I sleep for 8 hours. ¿Cuánto tiempo duerme tu bebé? How long does your baby sleep? How long does your baby sleep? Ella duerme por algunas horas. She sleeps for a few hours. She sleeps for a few hours. ¿Pasas mucho tiempo con tu familia? Do you spend a lot of time with your family? Do you spend a lot of time with your family? Sí, paso mucho tiempo con ellos. Yes, I spend a lot of time with them. Yes, I spend a lot of time with them. Paso mucho tiempo con mi familia. I spend a lot of time with my family. I spend a lot of time with my family. ¿Cuánto tiempo pasas con ellos? How long do you spend with them? How much time do you spend with them? Paso horas con ellos. I spend hours with them. I spend hours with them. Tú gastas demasiado dinero. You spend too much money. You spend too much money. ¿Por qué gastas tanto dinero? Why do you spend so much money? Why do you spend so much money? Gasto tanto porque me gusta hacerlo. I spend so much because I like to do it. ¿Estudias ciencias? Do you study science? Do you study science? No, no estudio ciencias. No, I don't study science. No, I don't study science. ¿Qué estudias? What do you study? What do you study? Estudio matemáticas. I study math. I study mathematics. ¿Ella estudia francés? Does she study French? Does she study French? No, ella no estudia francés. No, she doesn't study French. No, she doesn't study French. ¿Qué estudia ella? What does she study? What does she study? Ella estudia chino. She studies Chinese. She studies Chinese. ¿Ellas estudian japonés? Do they study Japanese? Do they study Japanese? No, ellas no estudian japonés. No, they don't study Japanese. No, they don't study Japanese. ¿Qué estudian ellas? What do they study? What do they study? Ellas estudian la Biblia. They study the Bible. They study the Bible. ¿Te preocupas mucho? Do you worry a lot? Do you worry a lot? Sí, me preocupo mucho. Yes, I worry a lot. Yes, I worry a lot. ¿Por qué te preocupas? Why do you worry? Why do you worry? Me preocupo porque así soy. I worry because that's how I am. I worry because that's how I am. No te preocupes. Don't worry. Don't worry. ¿Te pones nerviosa? Do you get nervous? Do you get nervous? Sí, me pongo nerviosa. Yes, I get nervous. Yes, I get nervous. ¿Por qué te pones nerviosa? Why do you get nervous? Why do you get nervous? Me pongo nerviosa porque tengo muchos problemas. I get nervous because I have a lot of problems. Construyo casas. I build houses. I build houses. Vuelo aviones. I fly airplanes. I fly airplanes. ¿Miras películas de acción? Do you watch action movies? Do you watch action movies? No, no las miro. No, I don't watch them. No, I don't watch them. ¿Qué miras? What do you watch? What do you watch? ¿Qué películas miras? What movies do you watch? What movies do you watch? Miro películas románticas. I watch romantic movies. I watch romantic movies. ¿Horneas pastel? Do you bake cake? Do you bake cake? No, no horneo pastel. No, I don't bake cake. No, I don't bake cake. ¿Qué horneas? What do you bake? What do you bake? Horneo pan. I bake bread. I bake bread. ¿Qué cocinas? What do you cook? What do you cook? No cocino nada. I don't cook anything. I don't cook anything. ¿Corres mucho? Do you run a lot? Do you run a lot? Sí, corro mucho. Yes, I run a lot. Yes, I run a lot. ¿Dónde corres? Where do you run? Where do you run? Corro en el parque. I run at the park. I run at the park. ¿Juegas fútbol? Do you play soccer? Do you play soccer? No, no juego fútbol. No, I don't play soccer. No, I don't play soccer. ¿Qué juegas? What do you play? What do you play? Juego baloncesto. I play basketball. I play basketball. ¿Dónde juegas? Where do you play? Where do you play? Juego en el parque. I play at the park. I play at the park. Yo limpio ventanas. I clean windows. I clean windows. Yo entrego pizzas. I deliver pizzas. I deliver pizzas. ¿Manejas un nuevo carro? Do you drive a new car? Do you drive a new car? No, no manejo un nuevo carro. No, I don't drive a new car. No, I don't drive a new car. ¿Qué manejas? What do you drive? What do you drive? ¿Qué tipo de carro manejas? What kind of car do you drive? What kind of car do you drive? Manejo un carro usado. I drive a used car. I drive a used car. ¿Qué tan rápido manejas? How fast do you drive? How fast do you drive? Yo manejo muy rápido. I drive very fast. I drive very fast. ¿Arreglas fregaderos? Do you fix sinks? Do you fix sinks? No, no arreglo fregaderos. No, I don't fix sinks. No, I don't fix sinks. ¿Qué arreglas? What do you fix? What do you fix? Arreglo carros. I fix cars. I fix cars. ¿Pintas casas? Do you paint houses? Do you paint houses? Sí, yo sí. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. ¿Llamas mucho a tu amigo? Do you call your friend a lot? Do you call your friend a lot? Sí, lo llamo mucho. Yes, I call him a lot. Yes, I call him a lot. ¿Qué tan a menudo lo llamas? How often do you call him? How often do you call him? Lo llamo cada día. I call him every day. I call him every day. ¿Hablas con tu amigo cada día? Do you talk to your friend every day? Do you talk with your friend every day? Sí, hablo con él cada día. Yes, I talk to him every day. Yes, I talk with him every day. ¿Qué tan a menudo hablan ustedes? How often do you two talk? How often do you guys talk? Hablamos mucho. We talk a lot. We talk a lot. ¿Caminas mucho? Do you walk a lot? Do you walk a lot? Sí, camino mucho. Yes, I walk a lot. Yes, I walk a lot. ¿Qué tan a menudo caminas? How often do you walk? How often do you walk? Camino cada día. I walk every day. I walk every day. ¿Dónde caminas? Where do you walk? Where do you walk? Camino en el parque. I walk at the park. I walk at the park. Yo cepillo mis dientes. I brush my teeth. I brush my teeth. ¿Qué tan rápido mecanografeas? How fast do you type? How fast do you type? Mecanografeo 90 palabras por minuto. I type 90 words a minute. I type 90 words per minute. ¿Rentas tu apartamento? Do you rent your apartment? Do you rent your apartment? Sí, lo rento. Yes, I rent it. Yes, I rent it.